It's your fault for not accepting
Look,
the
it
joke.
was self-deprecating. It's like, look, that guy's as bad at pouring beer as I'm at pouring beer.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah. But I'm determined. I'm gonna keep
words.
drinking it.
All right, you do that.
I've been calling you out less on your flubs.
That is not true.
That's true.
That is
Wouldn't you
100%
agree
not
that's
true.
true?
It's hard to keep track. I don't know.
I know every second that something falls out of my mouth incorrect that
Sometimes
I
I can.
Like he just stumbled there a bit.
Sometimes he'll give you a break. I don't know that it's a lot because my go-to when Ryan flubs is this, and I just look at Gavin and I wait to see what he's gonna do about it. And sometimes he'll go,
Yeah, I'll be like,
but
Not worth it.
He's done it enough now that somebody else in the room will take care of it.
I mean, I only do it because I flub the second most, probably. Because I'm a big flubber. I'm just like, I don't try and deny that I'm a flubber.
I'm a pretty decent sized flubber.
Yeah?
Yeah, I flub a lot.
What do you think of the movie?
R.I.P. Robin Williams. Solid movie.
Good thought.
It wasn't
the,
solid.
The little
It was
robot
gelatinous.
movie.
This is very,
The
very
little
bouncy.
robot. I like the robot. The robot got killed. Sorry. Spoil that movie. Then they get to another
I
one.
don't even remember that there was a robot.
Are you dropping flubber spoilers?
Flubber. I'm dropping some hard
I
flubber
didn't know this
spoilers.
was a spoiler cast.
Yeah.
Man, look
The-
how
the
fucking
yellow robot.
Look how red you are. Do you see that? Look at that.
Jeez.
Damn, dude. You should have.
Well, no, okay,
Should
look.
have makeup.
Here, not so bad. Over there? Look
Yeah,
at him over there.
but I mean,
Oh my God.
I
Look
mean-
at him over there.
No, I know. That's what I'm looking at. But now look at me.
Wait, no, cut back to Andy.
Exactly.
No, look over there. It's even worse.
No,
Okay, you gotta show Andy.
No, it's the same. It's the same. These two are the
Oh
same.
no, that's way
definitely
worse.
redder.
That's way worse. I was pretty red.
Get a hold of
yesterday,
yourself.
Too, yeah, I need the makeup.
And then on this one, you look fine. And then
There it
now
is.
You're, now you're
On this one, you look like the robot from Flubber.
It dies.
Was that thing
And
like
Over there too.
Ah,
it was like
it's everywhere.
Weebo or something? What was that
Weebo,
thing? And
yeah,
it was
I
actually
think-
a woman
Yeah, it was a woman
projecting onto him and like making out with him and stuff.
I think so. Yeah, he was
Wait,
a
what?
womanly man in that movie. That's
Yeah,
why they
didn't he
made
like
Flubber.
shag the robot?
I don't
Or,
remember
like,
this
did,
movie
yeah.
at all, apparently.
Yeah.
He had like a
was
wet
out there.
dream about the robot.
I think so. And then that's why he made
He
Flubber.
flubbed in his pants.
Yeah.
Why didn't you build me to love you properly?
Poor Flubber.
That's a terrible movie. It's really dog.
Is it
It's
not good?
fucking
I wonder,
awful.
like, what does it have for like a Rotten Tomatoes rating? Like, I remember just like
I think it's
nostalgia
universally
but
panned
Yeah,
as
yeah,
being
yeah,
just like
yeah.
no plot and just filler
Stupid,
everywhere.
was he-
stupid shit.
Was he just looking for a replacement for the lining on his Fleshlight? I mean, what's
That's
up with
probably
this
what it
guy?
was.
He
the
was
scientist?
inventing the first fleshlight. This is
Dude, you
pre-fleshlight.
wouldn't want to shag a fleshlight full of flubber.
It'd just
Your-
reject you.
Your knob would hit, your knob would hit the end and it would get blasted back into yourself. You'd end up with a
It would
vagina.
be bad, yeah.
Yeah.
You end up with a vagina.
A penal inversion, they call it.
23%.
There it is.
Is
Ooh,
that what a
that's
vagina is?
terrible.
Can you reach in far enough and pull out a dick? Is that what it is? It's just inside out?
I forgot to eat it.
We had lunch delivered, so we
I'm
could,
not
Delicious
someone.
P. Terry burgers.
delicious P. Terry, so we could eat and keep working and shooting videos.
I ate on the fries and then I ate on them.
He,
I ate
yeah,
the
you
fries.
ate on the fries.
I
and
ate
then
on some of them, and then I was like distracted by email, Slack or something, and then my burger went cold. And I'm not really one for reheating bread because it goes wet, so I threw it away.
I will-
Oh!
And that's the second spill for the podcast.
Yeah, wet.
They're
I- Below the dog.
So,
They were ready for us.
yeah, there's some there. I used some of them
That's
already.
like a napkin.
Well, I used some of them
there's
already.
some-
No, that that
There's
is an
more.
actual
There's a secret
napkin
compartment,
tray.
So we got it.
Should we get like a roll that just sits under the
We
table?
should.
No,
Have
we
a
should
dispenser.
we should have like a bar cleanup guy that's just got like a
yeah.
like a
nice,
spritzer
like,
bottle and a
wet rag.
rag. When
Yeah.
it just comes over and
I was-
cleans up for the drunks.
Kind of hoping we could just have like a rip chain or something where you just yank it and just toilet paper rains from the ceiling. Because, I mean, usually it's...
It's more elaborate.
Confetti.
when we have messes, they're usually pretty considerable.
Yeah, I'll take him. Missed it by that much.
Eee! It grew a tail as it was flying.
I'm sorry people were messing with your stuff. How's it now? Is it better with more space?
Life gotten him.
What, you mean my
significantly
desk
improved.
and stuff?
Hey, your setup in general, your desk. You know what's funny? Haven't seen a single comment about it in the unboxing video.
Is it visible?
Yeah.
No.
I'm
All
looking
right.
at it. I'm watching the unboxing video, not a single fucking comment. They're like, hey, what happened there?
What did you unbox?
It was the Gears.
Oh,
The
I
Gears
didn't see
Xbox
it.
One S. We're unboxing it. We did it near the whiteboard, and I make a point to go over to your desk and say, like, you're a big piece of shit, and, like, you know how you leave everything all around your desk? That's the one thing you actually took home. Like, you're like, well, I'm taking this Xbox home. I'm like, look, he actually didn't leave it here.
You've seen my desk. If I leave something nice or valuable, it gets trashed.
I mean, mostly
If-
because of you, though.
No!
Yeah.
It's a target.
I'd say it's 50-50.
I'd say it's like 70-30.
What do you mean? You're saying I
70
smashed my own
you.
stuff up?
Or you?
Who put a
or you
hole in my
encourage it.
desk with an axe?
I did because you said do it. You were like, do it. Nobody came in and
It's
did
your
it when you weren't
encouragement.
looking.
You give permission.
You were in the video and you're like, do it, Marco, hit my desk.
If
And then you're like, my
content-
desk is ruined.
There's content to be made.
So it's still you.
Yeah, I know, but you
It's an
can't have it
argument,
both
but it's
ways.
still you.
You can't say, well, I'll do it if there's content.
Well, I can't say do your desk or do Jeff's
You
desk.
can say, don't hit my desk with an axe. And then I wouldn't have done it.
It sounded fun.
That's how I'd say it's on
but
you.
it's still you.
Well, okay, so say I'm
Yes.
okay with it, but it's not. I wouldn't choose to put an axe through my own desk. I don't
No, but you,
destruct my own
you
thing.
choose someone else to do it.
He's
you
saying if
constantly-
you came up with the idea.
Sacrifice.
You were like, I want to
I'll
hit your
give him-
desk. I was like, all right then.
It's true, I did say that. But to be fair, I said I want to hit your desk because no one else in the office would say okay. Only you would. Ryan would be like, "The fuck away from me."
So
Get
should
away
I
from my
say?
desk.
Should I say no more? Is
I
that what
mean,
we should-
you should say no more if you don't want your shit getting fucked up. If you think it's funny, you know, it's pretty funny.
Everybody
You just have to live
appreciates
with it
the
afterwards.
sacrifices you make for content.
We do.
We do. The audience certainly doesn't. They don't appreciate shit. They hate you.
if you send me something, I appreciate it.
It'll
But
break.
please be aware that it is in a room full of people who have axes and
Swords.
swords
That
and
is
legs,
true.
and it may not last, even if I want it to.
It's true.
That's why I take a lot of it home, honestly, because I'm protecting it.
It's true, but I would argue none of those things would mean anything if you weren't in the room. You are the worst thing in the room. Like, you are the biggest
Wow.
sword in the room. Like, we could have a sword and an axe and whatever. If you didn't work in that room, nobody would smash it. You are the ultimate instigator. Like, Gavin,
like to instigate.
Gavin gets bored for 30 seconds and you see the twinkle in his eyes, like, what can we blow up? What can we smash to pieces? And everyone jumps on board because it's a great idea. But you absolutely lead that charge
I feel
of
like
fucking shit up.
I just
who
attract-
says, hey, oh, look, there's a hole in the ceiling. Let's smash baseballs at it. You.
Because what if a ball went through the hole?
But it's
amazing.
still you. I'm
We're
not
not
arguing it.
castigating you for this.
I'm
this
saying
is, this
it's
is part
you,
of
though.
what makes you unique and wonderful.
You have to
Gavin.
accept these facts.
You,
You know
do
what else?
this, and that's fine.
The biggest thing as well is that I often get deliveries or like big objects show up, like a giant nose.
Yeah, well,
And
or
right.
like yesterday, you had a fucking enormous box show up in the middle of the stream.
Yeah.
It's like we're streaming doing face cams, and Steffi walks in with a 5.5
It's
foot
like a
tall box
man-sized
and just
box.
puts it behind Gavin. And I'm looking in the webcam like, well, that's behind you now. And this dude's like, what is it? I'm like, I don't know. And I just picked up and moved it.
It's like you ordered a Jeremy in a box.
Yeah, it was
It
probably
would have
bigger
fit
than
Jeremy
that.
in. But you know, stuff arrives for slow-mo, props and that. I'm always at the office or I'm somewhere else. I'm never at home, so there's no point in getting stuff sent because it'll just get put on my doorstep.
Yeah, like yesterday.
Yeah.
You hear that, Microsoft? There's no point in sending him things.
I mean, no point sending them to my house. Send
who
them to
might
the
like
office.
them.
Microsoft or anybody else, you can send whatever you want to my house. I don't care.
So what was that unboxing like? Were you a bit sour?
Do you think?
I mean, I was jokingly sour.
I like how there's a lot of people in the comments defending like it was just first come first serve. Like no, they were specifically addressed to four
That's the
people.
only reason I care. Also, if it was
Yeah.
first come, first serve, let's be honest, I would have one. I'd be like, and I'll
It's
take
true,
this
yeah.
now and not question anything. They were all addressed specifically.
See,
Ryan and
here's
I
the thing.
Got,
It
we got
was,
caught.
it was not so much about the not getting an
the
Xbox
14
as the
pounds,
deliberate exclusion,
Well,
which that's where it hurts.
I said that from the first second.
Yeah.
You were pretty hot about not getting an Xbox.
I mean, I would love to have an Xbox, but it's like someone from the outside, someone at Microsoft was like, what 4 people should we send these to? Of the 6 people that work in close quarters together in a specific group, which 4 of them? How about the one that's never played our game? Let's send that guy one.
Who's that?
Jeremy.
Dear.
Jeremy's never played it?
He's played like
He played
one
with
Gears.
us.
He played like the Gears
Because
4
we made
beta
him.
and
Yeah.
maybe once before. Every single person is like, this is some fat fuck. Like people were expecting like Danny DeVito. You know, like that's who Rage Quit was. Like Rage Quit. Every person I met early on in Rooster Teeth, like coming off doing Rage Quit and working here, was like, you look like this? Like, I thought you'd be fatter. That was fat. That was like the common term, fat. And they were just like, nah, you're just so mad. I figured you were fat. I'm like, okay, sure.
That's where anger
It is a
lives
I guess so.
stereotype.
I
in
guess
the
so.
fat
yeah.
cells.
I think it's just because of the loud voice. Usually, like, people who have bigger...
Like
you
it bellows
mass can boom a
I don't know
voice
about
out.
that. I think that's kind of maybe like by default, but if I'm thinking like loudest people I know, it's the complete opposite. You know, fucking Loud Meg is. She's like this big.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's like we're playing Mario Party. It's me and Meg, like, ah, like at the top of our lungs.
Jeff swears constantly. I've never heard Millie swear once, which is surprising because Jeff swears all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you know, kids are always like, I don't want to be like you.
Yeah.
She's got a clean mouth.
Apparently, that's not as true as it was.
Oh.
You know, she's turning 11.
Oh, okay.
It's coming up.
The edginess is
Yeah,
starting.
yeah,
Double
yeah.
hockey sticks.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I was saying, we were having a conversation the other day about Millie turning 11. Like, it's fucking crazy how old she's gonna be already. And like, I remember moving here, and obviously, you knew Millie since she was born, since she was a baby, and she was like 5, I think, when I moved here, and even at 5, like, she had the cognitive ability to be like, oh, hi, I'm Millie, nice to meet you, blah 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 blah, and like.
Yeah.
I come back to Jeff's house a second time, like, oh, he's not gonna remember me. Millie's like, oh, hi, Michael, and I was like, wait, are you like?
Children, man. This
Are you 30? Yeah. You know? But I remember thinking, like, oh, I just met Millie. Like, Millie's 5 years old, and I don't know her
You've
at
known her
all.
for more than half her life.
Exactly. And now I'm like, fuck. Like, that's wild to me.
I
crazy.
watched her take her first steps.
Aw.
Away from you.
That was why she suddenly had to learn to walk.
She was 3 months old. It was incredible.
She was like, ow, ow.
Get away.
Gotta learn to run before you can crawl. Motherfucking Halo. Probably, I don't know, 2-3 times, Gavin and I were playing Lasso. Like, fucking hours to beat one level, you know? And we'd get...
And Lasso is incredibly difficult because your shields don't recharge without punching, and every bullet you fire takes 2 bullets. So like you can only fire the sniper twice. Or the
So
rocket
Lasso
once
stands for
before.
what? Legendary.
Legendary
Skulls
all
on.
skulls on.
Yeah, there we go.
And then there's Slasso, which is so legendary.
Hey, fuck that. But we would
There's no
play,
chance, though.
and we'd be playing for like an hour and a half, and then one of us would get dropped, and that's it. You have to start the whole level over again. It wouldn't like save checkpoints.
There's no checkpoint saving in co-op.
So it's like, all right, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's absolute insanity.
And
when it
the
takes
annoying
you
thing
2
is-
hours or more to beat a level.
The annoying thing is that it doesn't just drop you; it does a countdown of like 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, which
like,
you have a
it's
chance to
yeah,
reconnect.
it's like disconnect you in 15 seconds,
no!
and then it would like reconnect at 7. It's like, oh, and then you get a new 15 seconds.
I think
of
what did we
again.
beat? 1 level, 2 levels, maybe 2.
We
maybe
we
beat 2.
beat the first 2, and I did the same with Dan. Dan was in my living room, so we had like nice internet, wired. I think Dan was on Wi-Fi actually, which is why the following happened. Meg walked over to the microwave and started microwaving, and it gave us the countdown of 50 seconds. We were like, "What's happening? What's happening? Turn off the microwave!" And she turned it off, and it instantly like cut back in.
Fuck.
Because
Oh my
the
God.
microwave messes with Wi-Fi.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and because
Is your modem in the microwave?
no,
Interesting.
it's
on
my
the
old-
far
it was
side.
Is that
my
a
old
common?
house.
Is that a common thing? I didn't know the microwave could interfere.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
unless
I mean,
it's
it's-
between the two of them, you would think it would not
It was
be
like
an issue.
TV was here,
Yeah.
Dan's games was here, the microwave was right here. So
Weird.
Yeah, like,
you probably should replace that microwave.
I don't have it anymore. We blew it
Okay,
up.
there we go.
Oh, okay.
All right, good.
Blew it up. They blew it up. What do you want them to do? They blew it up.
Neil, who's editing the Let's Watches now, he
Have you seen him edit?
Neil when,
Dude,
when he
Neil-
edits the Outlast? He freaks out.
I-
Do you like
he's
wrap himself
loving
in a
it.
blanket?
No, but he's like,
This is not an exaggeration. Neil, one of our amazing
Editors.
editors. I walked in and he was watching Outlast, and he's watching it like he's playing it. He's like,
he goes,
oh,
yeah, he has a ball.
Desk.
He has a ball.
Neil, he's like, I love these. They're so good. I will.
He did a really
I'm so
funny
scared.
thing. I went we went in the editing room the other day, and he was editing GTA, and I rarely hear from the editors about the video, unless there's an issue with it or something. But he was like, "This GTA, epic," but he didn't spin around on his chair. He just leant it back, and he was like, "Epic video." It's so funny when he just spin around. He was just like had his head back, and I was talking upside down to it.
Neil's a character.
Yeah.
We got a cast of characters in that room. This
Yeah.
guy right here, he's one of
Wow.
them. Achievement Hunter's been mentioned in a couple games, like a little nod here, a little nod there. You got like
haven't heard
a
this. What's the Easter egg? I haven't heard it.
2-minute dialogue, like scripted dialogue with 2 actors, and it's
Yeah.
awesome. So Gavin made a things to do in Hitman called Puddle Pile.
I remember that.
Okay,
Yeah.
where basically there was this one level where there was you could electrify
And then
a
everybody just kept
puddle of
walking
water.
to investigate. and they all
Exactly.
died.
So he just kept luring more and more people, and you turn it on, they'd electrocute, he'd reset the breaker, turn it back on, so on and so forth. And in that things to do, Gavin said he counted it, and he killed 70 people, or over 70 people.
Mm-hmm.
So in this Easter egg, in this little DLC, it's, or not DLC, it's the episode, there's a part where there's 2 guards talking, you can overhear them, and it's just dialogue. And I
They
guess
actually talk about a few things. They talk about there was a GIF of blowing up the guy in Italy, and he flies up in the air and lands in the well, and they mentioned that as like that was a funny GIF, funny video.
So
and
it's
they
like-
mentioned like a bunch of things that people have done in the Hitman.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like they specifically mentioned YouTube videos and
Okay.
like GIFs and popular images
cool.
and shit of the game. But like Gavin's thing, they're like, what level was it? It was Paris or something?
Paris, yeah.
They're like, hey, did you hear about what happened in Paris? And he was like, no, what's up? And I'm like, hey, it was this crazy freak accident. 70 people were electrocuted. And it's like 70. How's that possible? It's like
By a puddle.
It was a mysterious puddle. They just kept going over and getting shocked over and over again. The guy's like, that's weird. Like it's a
that's
cool ass, legit, like real conversation.
That's
It's
cool.
not just a little
That
like
two
oh, it
actual
happened.
people recorded.
Like someone wrote a script for them to read.
Yes.
It would have been a cool, like, even if you went to the place they make the game and you just heard two developers talking about it, it would be cool to hear about that. But it's like scripted.
Yeah,
into
this
the
is the
game.
actual puddle pile things to do that they're referencing, and you can see Gavin just like setting shit over and over and over again, and like look at the pile, and then your game started going to shit, right?
That
Like
was
the
the
frame
actual
rate?
frame
the
rate.
frame rate was like,
good.
stop, kill me.
Because each one is ragdoll for 10 or so seconds before it
And then
gives
before
up
it
on being
goes
ragdoll.
limp, yeah.
But every time a ragdoll hits a ragdoll, they all have to kind
They
of
go,
react to it. So like the frame rate just goes like.
Thanks for watching.
Hey.
See you in New York.
Or we won't
don't.
if you don't show
Or
up.
don't come.
Yeah. What's this guy doing? What's going on
Did you
over
bring
here?
in food today?
No, I didn't. It was super early. I didn't have time. Plus, there's leftover food from yesterday.
We left late.
Like an old donut.
This is old donuts and old kolaches.
Well, I think
Are
the
there?
donuts are gone. There's like
Where'd they go?
There's
Inside you?
not today. They didn't.
I mean,
there still
yesterday.
kolaches?
Some of them went inside.
I had
yesterday.
one yesterday. How many did you have?
More than one.
We always put the donuts right by Ryan.
But that's why I get
Less
them.
than.
If
four.
Ryan wasn't there, I honestly might not even get donuts at all. I get a
Am I the only
dozen.
one that
I get a
eats the
dozen, and
donuts?
he eats like 5.
I might. I'm
He
getting.
really
I
does.
really have to stop. I have a problem. And then we had P. Terry's, and
I didn't.
It's not.
Oh, this is cold? Garbage.
Who wants to eat a cold
I
burger?
would've
Anyone
eaten
but
it.
you. Anyone
I would have
but you.
eaten
You
it.
don't deserve it.
He literally looked at the shelf and went, oh, I never ate my burger.
So I'm kind of glad you
Garbage
threw it
can.
away because that would have gone in me.
Yesterday though, I did break down and I did go to Whataburger, but I got fucked.
It's still in the wrapper, in
We're
the
back
bag,
in.
in
We're
the
back in.
garbage.
Sorry, but it's one
We
quick
got shit
thing.
to do
go.
today. Wrap it up. What do you
One
got?
quick thing.
You could have eaten a trash burger.
So I'm on a diet right now.
Touch
Yesterday
it.
I had a salad.
No
I ate
trash.
good, but yesterday it was a little long for me. I was just getting really exhausted. And I was gonna like make myself a nice dinner, like a nice healthy dinner. And I was like, fuck it. He wanted Whataburger. I wanted Whataburger. We go to Whataburger, get him a burger. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna get the fatty burger. So I got like a sweet and spicy bacon burger, whatever, like a new one. So I pull up, give her the money, get the food. We get back to the house. He gets his burger. Actually, no, they fucked up the whole
Fucked
order.
up. They just gave us somebody else's order. I happened to order a number 1, which is just like a regular Whataburger.
yeah,
They gave me a
Whataburger
number
cheese.
2, which is a double. I'm like, cool.
Yes, we got a
Alright,
double.
upgrade.
Yeah.
I ordered the fat fuck burger. I got a grilled chicken, like a grilled chicken burger, and I was like, well, or a grilled chicken sandwich, excuse me. But it was just like,
Life was like, no, Andy.
yeah, exactly. It's
You're
like,
not
no.
allowed.
Hey, you suck down those fries.
I
though.
did suck down all of those fries.
I like using
All
suck
of
when there's no liquid
You gotta,
involved.
you gotta suck that down. I'll suck it down.
Gullet.
I also forgot your onion rings because again we got the wrong order.
Did you give me a title today?
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was.
Oh, I feel like maybe you're letting them slip a little. Like you're not putting the effort in that you should be. But
Well, what did I feel about last week?
what was it? The
Destiny's favorite player.
Good one, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
how am
was
I slipping if last week was good? You're going
good.
off of last
You're
week.
hit or miss now.
Fuck you. End the show.